Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. When you celebrate an individual's misfortune, you show exactly what sort of person you are, especially when most would consider that sort of vitriol is unjustified. Now, I know what some are going to say. Channels like mine, you celebrate the downfall or wish for the downfall of sites like Kotaku, but think about that. When websites like Kotaku and Polygon and Rock Paper Shotgun and even the lovely, wonderful Mary Sue do nothing more than sling out accusations, massively derogatory accusations at channels like us, like mine, for having an opinion. In this situation, that is not entirely the case, because over here on That Park Place, Genshin Impact and HoYoverse boycotters celebrate CEO's rental car getting broken into during a visit to California. Someone broke into his car, and people are celebrating a laptop got stolen, but unfortunately it wasn't his laptop, so oopsie doopsie. Now you're celebrating a casualty, what's the word? Collateral damage. You are celebrating someone who isn't even involved with HoYoverse losing their laptop. Good job, Internet. John F. Trent writes, let's see what we got here. According to a post on social media, Dawei's rental car's window was smashed and a laptop from an individual traveling with him was stolen while he was visiting Sunnyvale, California. This Twitter post, a fan encountered Dawei, who had arrived in Sunnyvale and discovered that the window of his rental car had been smashed. Dawei, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, I do apologize, was likely on a business trip to visit the development office in California or visiting MiHoYo's partner in Silicon Valley. And, well, as you can see from the pictures, car was broken into. Now, if you don't know what's going on with the HoYoverse, there's a bit of a boycott going on. Change.org petition because accusations of, whitewashing and cultural appropriation and stealing from cultures and not presenting them properly. When HoYoverse has come out and said, it's a work of fiction, it's a make-believe game. And then happened after that with this lovely little boycott trying to be pushed forward, HoYoverse's income rose 10%, which I'm sure made them exceptionally happy. If you want to boycott. You voice your opinion. Vote with your wallet, by all means. But it's a make-believe. It's a video game. We're getting so up in arms over video games when we just want fun things to play. And apparently, the games that HoYoverse puts out are rather fun to play. Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and what's the third one? I can't remember. I even played it recently. Zenless Zone Zero. It's a lot of Z's, a lot of alliteration. So, but let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Genshin Impact and HoYoverse boycotters responded to this news by not only celebrating it, but attempting to use it to get HoYoverse to change the skin tone. Really? You're going to use an unfortunate incident to not just celebrate, but to try and convince someone to change it. One user wrote, can the robber make the charas get melanin? Oh dear. Crying, don't tell me somebody actually blackmailed him into giving the Natlan characters more melanin. I don't even know what that means. Another wrote, damn, poor car. Pity the car, but not the individual who lost their laptop who was just there. Wrong place, wrong time? Trey MVX posted, I don't condone it, but owned. Wow. Shows exactly who you are. Change the skin tone. Use this unfortunate opportunity to push your own narrative, your own agenda. Just keep to the boycott instead of trying to insert yourself into an unfortunate event. User, let's see, No Mo Rain Wallet. Okay. As long as it's not something that harms him and those around him directly, I approve it. Wow. Wow. We should make them know we are serious about the dark skin and boycott. Oh, so you are condoning breaking into the vehicle, you are promoting it, believing 100% that if you are in favor of this boycott, then you should do the same. Go find where his car is. You should go out and break into his vehicle, steal whatever you can inside, send a message, a rather violent message, and yet claims to be on the side of understanding, acceptance, and patience, promoting violence. Okie dokie. When questioned if he approved of theft, the user responded, it's not pixels if it it's not pixels if it takes influence from IRL cultures and whitewashes them. It's very harmful. Hold on a second. Let's go over this entire tweet. As long as it's not something that harms him or those around him directly, I approve it. It's vandalism. It damages him. It damages the car company. It damages the individual that had their laptop stolen. It's damaging. We should make them know blah, blah, blah. Question, you approve thievery. Do you think it's worth it just for pixels? For pixels. Oh, it's not pixels. Yes, it is. It absolutely is pixels. It's little graphical ones and zeros on the computer screen that gives us a little joy, a little entertainment, a little break away from the real world. That's all it is. But you want to claim it's not pixels? It takes influence from IRL cultures and whitewashes them. It's very harmful as compared to breaking into someone's car. Okay. Another indicated he deserved it because he's racist. Wow. Okay. See that for yourself right there on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. One person wrote, oh my goodness! I'm not even going to read that, but accuses him of being a PDF file. Okay. I think you may be on the internet a little too long. I think you need to take a break, go out and touch some grass. Wow, that's a hefty accusation. Borderline defamatory. Let's keep going. As you can see by the reactions above, many of these individuals are more upset that HoYoverse has created a fictional world that does not cater to their own ideology and political ideals, rather than the fact that his car was broken into and a crime was committed and someone's laptop was stolen that didn't have anything to do with HoYoverse. Can we bring that up too? Let's not forget that. Someone who had nothing to do with him, the games, with HoYoverse, had their laptop stolen. They just happened to be with him. And let's go ahead and celebrate that, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, many of them took the opportunity to defame him and approved of him being a victim of crime. This is unlikely to sway HoYoverse to accept their demands or even acknowledge the boycott to begin with. Well, they have already acknowledged it by saying it's just a fictional world. It's a work of fiction. It's make-believe. HoYoverse previously responded to one person lodging a complaint about its characters by reminding them, here we go, this is what I just talked about, reminding them that the world of Tevet, where Genshin Impact primarily takes place, is fictional. Ex-user Haunted Fae, who was apparently, they deleted their account, coward, has originally posted on July 12th a message he received from MiHoYo informing him that the game is fictional. Genshin is not a real life Genshin Impact. What kind of response is this when a player submits feedback about racism and colorism? To tell you that it's a video game, it's make-believe, it's not real life, it's not hurting anyone, it's not oppressing any minority, it is just a video game. Chinese video game. And I'm sure they care about all of our Western ideologies over here, all of our Western concerns, but the only thing they care about is our Western green money, which they're getting an exceptional amount. 10% more, I believe, July over June. Numbers aren't in for August because we're only halfway through. Not even halfway through. This reaction was made in response to HoYoverse informing him, please be kindly reminded that Genshin Impact is a work of fiction and is not related to actual people, events, groups, or organizations. We do really hope for your understanding. Is that a little slide, backhanded insult? We do really hope for your understanding. Do you get it? Do you get it? Furthermore, HoYoverse saw its revenue between Zenless Zone Zero, Honkai Star Rail, and Genshin Impact increase 8.8% in July compared to June, so almost 10%. According to Gacha reviews, I went over this in a previous video, went from, let's see, $144 to $177 million July between those three games. My goodness. So, as always, the question we got here at the end. What do you make of these responses from Genshin Impact and HoYoverse boycotters? How are you going to sit there and celebrate someone's misfortune that was not their own doing? Now, of course, these boycotters will believe that, no, he did it himself because he's a filthy bigot and apparently a Pedro, according to one, celebrating misfortune. It's a video game. Can we get back to that? Can we just get back to understanding that these are just video games, that the discussion back and forth, we can have normal, simple discussions, disagreements, and again, maybe the boycotters, they believe in what they're saying, and that's fine. But we don't have to listen to them. We can argue back and forth civilly. But when you get down to celebrating someone's car breaking into, someone's property being stolen, that's where we're going to have a problem. That is a violent act, a criminal act that you are celebrating. Can we acknowledge that? And maybe just get away from stuff like, jokingly putting a bounty on someone's head and then a few people go decide to up the bounty? Can we get away from trying to dox people over video games, or celebrating someone going to their house and taking a video of you standing in front of their front door over video games and YouTube videos? Can we get back to just having basic nerd arguments back and forth without wishing harm against each other? How about that? Let's do that first. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do all those nifty little things that YouTube is begging you to do. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.